Yo, welcome back. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft video. Today we're taking a break from the technical stuff that we've been doing for the last couple of episodes. I'm quite happy with the way the power inside here is progressing now. As I said last time, I add some more generators, but I really want to head back and do some more of the magic stuff. So one of the things I've been not really frustrated with, but I really want to get more mana in the mana pools. I want to get my mana generation sorted out for Botania and potentially get towards making some terra steel and getting some slightly better armor via that method. I do eventually want to get the bound armor from blood magic, but unfortunately to do that you need the Eldritch Eye, and the Eldritch Eye only comes from Thorncraft once you've unlocked all that madness in the Eldritch tab, which I've kind of done some of. I mean, I found the Crimson Rites book and I've unlocked some things, but apparently I need to do a lot more forbidden magic before I can actually get there. So today though, I have an idea for what we're going to do for generating some mana, and it's going to actually depend on LP as well. So because we've sort of got unlimited LP with our little spawner and the Well of Suffering, I thought let's try and do something with a ritual stone. So what I want to make first is a ritual diviner. Now I do actually have some diamonds down here, which is fantastic. Now I'm not sure if this will work with depleted stuff, and by depleted stuff I mean to make the first one we need ritual chalk, and then the air, water, earth and fire. Now we do actually have a kind of used ritual chalk, and we do have earth, water, air and fire. I'll try it with these. I somehow doubt that it's gonna work. So air, water, earth, fire, air, water, earth, fire. Yeah, not going to work. Alright, so I'm going to have to run away and make a bunch of these because they actually take a little bit to make. We're going to have to get one each of the runes, throw them in there. I don't believe I have them all. So I have a fire, I have an air, and I have a water. I don't have any earth. So I'm going to need to make a bunch more of these runes. We've made them before, so I'm just going to do all this stuff off camera. Once we've made that, I'll also make another ritual chalk. Pretty easy stuff to do. Done that before as well. And then we'll make our divining rod. From there, I have a plan. Hopefully it pans out to be a cunning plan, but we'll see when we get there. So I'm going to run away and make all this extra magic stuff. I'll see you in just a bit. Okay, we have made the full versions of air, fire, earth and water. Get ourselves a ritual diviner. Now I've never used one of these before, so we should be able to shift right click. So ritual of the full spring, serenade of the nether, interdiction, containment, binding, unbinding, the high jump, magnetism, crusher. Wow, there's a few. Now the one that I actually want, I think I've gone past already. So let's go back to... Wow, there's a lot of them. Oh, full spring. There, serenade of the nether, I think is the one we're wanting. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to find a spot to put the serenade of the nether. Where should we put it? Now I kind of wanted it to be over here, but there's not really a lot of room there, so we might put it out here. Let's just get rid of these flowers, and let's put it in here. So what we're wanting to do is we're going to want to cut out a shape like this, and then put a master ritual stone in the middle, and then we make sure we've got 4 ritual stones on us, and we should be able to right click there, and there we go. It takes those 4 ritual stones out of our inventory and places them out where they're supposed to go, which in this case is the little plus symbol there. Cool. Now that means we now have a ritual of the nether that'll happen on this spot. Now the next thing we need to do we need to make a bunch more of these. Now, I've actually made a few of these floating thermal lilies, just a couple, because I want to put one there and one there. Now, I need to make, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. I need to make 6 more thermal lilies. Now, they're pretty easy to make. We just have, that doesn't work, so we need 6 of them, which means we need 6 red petals, 6 orange mana, 6 normal orange, and then 6 earth and fire stones. Now, as you can see, I made 6 each of those because I knew we were gonna need them. Now, red, 1, 2, 3 of those, and mystical orange. So we're gonna need 6 of those, and we're going to need 6 mystical oranges. 6 of those. And now the other thing we're going to need is some seeds, since that always finishes it off. So let's grab 6 of those. And just put that there, and a bit of rain. Now, what I've done down here is I have the Everfull urn behind this, which is pretty cool. So I can throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the seed. And then the Everfull urn just fills it back up again for me. In a sec, there we go. So takes a little bit to get these done. Just 2 more. And then we need to make some of these into floating flowers. Now, they're pretty easy to make, the floating flowers. This is definitely much easier with the Everfull urn there. Oops. Cool, so there should be 6 of those. Yep, 6 thermal lilies. Cool. Now, we're going to need to make some floating flowers. So we're going to need 2 dirt and 4 of those. And we're also going to need some grass. So, with the grass, we should be able to throw, no, not into that one, but into the normal one. And that will give us pasture seeds. And then we go and grab any old flowers. I might try the black ones. I haven't tried black ones yet. Let's see if we can do it. Yep, so you need the glimmering black flowers instead. So that's with the 2 glowstone there. So that will give us 2 glimmering, and then the pasture seeds, dirt underneath, and that gives us floating black flowers. And then we can combine those with the thermal lilies to get 2 more floating thermal lilies. And then we just need to put the floating ones there, and then might as well put the other ones out here. That's pretty good. Let's just rearrange that again. And now we're going to need our weak activation crystal. Where are we? There it is. We've got a weak activation crystal. We'll grab the divination sigil as well, because we've got to have enough power. Yeah, 14,000, that's plenty of power. Or 149,000. So yeah, plenty of power there. We're also going to need, in fact, let's make a new one. So we're going to make another diluted mana pool. Throw it into the normal mana pool to get a proper mana pool. I'm also going to steal one of these. I'll make more of these later. Now what we're going to do is we're going to... Ta-da! Awesome. And now if I put this there, put the mana pool down there, get our wand, shift click to there. Now that is diluting to there, that's cool. Now these thermal lilies need to be bonded to that. And I might get another mana spreader, like how much? Yeah, see that mana spreader is full, which means we're going to need a few more mana spreaders for this, probably one mana spreader per 2 thermal lilies. And that'll give us a nice, fast, steady stream of mana to here. Now this ritual is going to keep going, and it's going to keep that lava block there. Now that lava block is going to potentially replenish, but use, yeah, see, look at that, 135,018. So we used a good 10,000 or so LP to do that. Now this is pretty easy for us to recharge because we can just throw that up in there. And then we're going to get some more power. So eventually, I'm not sure if the thermal lilies actually use the lava up or not. They may use it up, in which case the ritual should just put another block there. The thermal lilies also get burnt out after a while and then can't go anymore, so they need a bit of rest time in between. They're, as you can see, they're smoking away there, so, and that's now dumped all of its mana into here, which is only a tiny bit, but at least the proof is there. We could now duplicate this over and over and over and get, you know, tons of mana pools, essentially. The next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to link a few of these up and also use things called sparks, which is this thing here. Now this is gold, some blaze powder, and a couple of white mana petals. I need to do a bit of reading up as to what these actually do. They're supposed to be for linking things together. So if we go through here to the, there it goes, sparks. So there we go. You can place it on top of a few mana containing or accepting blocks, mainly mana pools. So the blocks, you put them on top of the pools and they seem to link between the two things. Yep. Regular right clicking shows which other sparks it can transfer to. Cool. So I'm going to go and make a few of these away from camera, and then I'll come back and hopefully we'll get some more of these spreaders linked over here, get the pool set up, and then we'll link it to another pool, probably back inside the base there, or inside the, well, hopefully inside my little building here, so that I can do my, yeah, maybe just here. Just so that we can do some stuff without having to go all the way outside. Anyway, I'll be back in just a moment once I've made some sparks and a few more of these spreaders. See you in a bit. Okie dokie, I have had a bit of a play around. As you can see, I have got more mana spreaders. Each one of these is bound to 2 of these. They actually still bank up quite a bit with mana, so I might have to add some lenses in front of these. There are a few different lenses that you can put on there. So one of them is, where is it? I think it is potency. The mana lens for potency is just fire with a normal mana lens. I will try that and maybe just get back to you guys next time. Pretty easy to make. I'm trying to use these sparks as well, and they don't seem to be working. There seems to be things that you need called spark augments. Now, there's a dispersive, a dominant, a recessive, and an isolated. So if you add a dispersive one onto this particular spark, it'll disperse to the other sparks around it, as far as I understand. When you right click the spark, so you can see, it can see that one. And in fact, how far away can we go? If we go all the way over here, what happens? I'm not quite sure what the range of these is. Yeah, so I can't quite go that far. I might need to move things around a little bit. But one of the things we need to make these augments, all of them seem to require Pixie Dust. Now, Pixie Dust you can't get. You have to throw a mana pearl through the portal to Elfheim. Elfheimancy. So you need to make this portal to Elfheim and throw a mana pearl through, and they'll give you back some Pixie Dust. Now, this is pretty crazy to make. We're going to need Glimmering Elven Gateway Core, 2 mana pools, 2 Natura pylons, a bunch of stuff, block of Terra Steel. So we're going to need to get into some Terra Steel, Ender Dew, Soul of the World, yeah, this is going to be pretty nasty. I'm going to dominate. I'm going to dedicate a whole episode to doing that Elfheim portal. Probably, well, maybe next episode actually, depending on if I've got the right materials or not. But for now, this is working really well. It's a nice passive generation. It'll constantly be generating mana for this pool. It's not as fast as I would have liked. As you can see, we've gotten, yeah, like only an eighth of the mana there. Potentially can add the lenses on and see how that goes, or add another couple of these. So it's a nice passive way, though, pretty cheap to make. I have worked out that lava does get used up. I have watched it go down. 145, 980. So it's used 20 LP to generate one of those. Either it's done it twice for 10 or once for 20. Either way, the lava lasts a pretty long time. Because it's using out of my LP pool down there, I suspect it won't work if I'm offline. So I may have to kickstart that again if I go offline, even though the chunk is loaded. I'm not sure. Again, I'll let you know next time. For now, though, that is all for this episode. We have got a pretty nice passive way of getting mana now, and this can just sit here and run, and that pool will probably get pretty full pretty quickly. Oh, there we go. There's another burst coming through now. And as you can see, the mana spreaders are completely full. The thermal lilies. Yes, I don't know if the thermal lilies are overdosing on their power. Yeah, see, the thermal lilies full and the mana spreaders are full. So potentially we're losing a bit of power here unless we put some lenses on there. Anyway, like I said, this is the end of this episode. We'll get back next episode with some more magic stuff. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next episode.